What's up, witches? Welcome back to my channel. It's the Lunar Priest, and today we are going to be talking about the Chariot Tarot card. But before we do, please make sure that you've liked this video, subscribed to my channel. It really helps me to continue making content, which, as you all know by now, is my most favorite thing to do. Very passionate about making content about mystical, occult, witchy, cartomancy, obviously, type of things. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. The Chariot Tarot card is ruled by Cancer, and if you haven't been here for a while, you might not know that I love looking at the astrological correspondences to the tarot card to really dissect them. While the symbology is very powerful and long-held and traditional and has a lot of rich elements to it, the astrology of a card really allows us to put another lens on it and understand it in a way that might be particular to ourselves. And if you hear a little bit of snoring, French Bulldog is always laying right by me whenever I shoot here. So with this card being ruled by Cancer, we know that Cancer is very much about the home, it's about the nest, it's about being able to really nurture, care, and apply its empathy and its psychicness to something that it cares about. So when the Chariot arises, there could be something that you feel passionate about cultivating. There could be this sense of wanting to find home, wanting to settle, wanting to really dive in and dig our fingers into the soil of something we feel is rich and ready to grow about our lives. And whether that be a job, a relationship, starting a family, it could be about like organizing something. It can be anything that we care about. It could be kind of catching our attention when the Chariot comes up, and we need to do some more inner work to really be able to manifest the outcome that we're going for with our chosen subject. The cards that surround the Chariot in your spread or when you're pulling will give you more detail about significant people, places, and things that might surround or hint even deeper at the direction that you might want to go. Now, the Chariot is also associated to the Merkaba, which is the unification of mind, body, and soul. There's a need to really make sure that your body is operating at its highest potential, that our mental health is doing okay. So when the Chariot comes up, there may need to be a slight adjustment to make ourselves more comfortable in our vessel. So whether it's looking into CBT, whether it's taking on a new form of exercise or meditation or mindfulness or yoga, or it's we need to express ourselves a little bit better. We need to be more stimulated, so we might want to go to school to learn something. We might need to, I don't know, try cutting something out, bringing something in. It's about first getting into this unified state of presence in the self so that we can really understand what does fulfill us, what really resonates with that pure, quote unquote, state of self. So the Chariot, being a major arcana card, its teachings extend through a lot of areas of life, whereas a minor arcana card, it's a day-to-day experience. We learn it, in a matter of a few days. Whereas a major arcana card can extend, it's kind of this overarching storyline for us, right? So it could be kind of a process. If the Chariot's coming up a lot, we might have some adjustments that we make first, and then we really come into what we care about and what we want to go towards, and then it's about actually taking action, right? It's not about just staying in that trackless liminal lunar realm of Cancer. It's about actually letting the wheel turn and letting the full cycle, the full orbit happen so that we see ourselves in all of the phases and really get a real idea of what embodying our chosen goal is going to feel like. And where I get that narrative from is the moon, the ruler of Cancer, the ruler of this card, is to do with, the moon's orbit is constantly changing, right? Every 2 days it changes signs, it takes on a new flavor, if you will. It changes phases. The lens in which we see this light is showing up. It's very cyclical, right? Over a span of 28 days, we see many different phases of this emotional planet, and our intuition, it really takes hold in that lunar realm. So when the Chariot's coming up, it's encouraging us to see all of the faces of whatever we are trying to manifest, or of ourselves. So, for example, if we were going to want to be a doctor, we're going to have to get to know what that really entails and what that really means, and what being a doctor on your worst day and your best day feels like, what being a doctor and studying medicine means when you're actively sick or when you're not sick, when you have someone that's, you know what I'm trying to say here? It's like getting to know every face of the manifestation that you're going for is at hand. So take that opportunity to be fluid, staying connected, staying present, keeping the nervous system and the body and the mind and the soul all engaged and present so you can really take advantage of the learning opportunity. Now, in the Chariot, we often see somebody in some sort of chariot, right? And there's stars on the traditional imagery above him. So it's like he's very connected to guides and spirits and astrology itself. He's learning a lot of cosmic things. Cosmic things are guiding this person. He has the reins in his hands, meaning he is the director now of his life. It's about stepping into this new part of life where we're really spearheading the project and learning to trust our internal navigational system. And then there's also two horses or sphinx or things that are seated in front of the Chariot, meaning we will have guides, we will have ancestral connections, we will have the tools that we need to go. But this is not about a physical journey per se. Even if it signifies travel in your cards, it can more be about a symbolical excursion, right? So what we're doing in the earth realm, whether it's traveling or not, it's actually about coming into a sense of self. It's the work is internal. It's about getting where we need to go without lifting a foot. It's about stepping into a new state of mind, a new perception, a new availability to the present when we are in the realms of the Chariot teachings. So I hope that this served you in some way. Of course, it's impossible to cover every single facet of any tarot card in under 10 minutes, but I wanted to share some of the stuff that seemed useful to me in the present. If you want to take my full course, I do have a full course on using the tarot for empowerment and through the lens of self-reflection, and it'll be linked below. If you want to just keep exploring my channel, please feel free and like and subscribe along the way at some point. And as per usual, just take what serves you from this video and leave the rest. And until my next video, bye!